Welcome to the timeless forgotten mystery star. It's the year 2002. In the Cerrejón Formation of Colombia, South America, paleontologists from the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute are conducting yet another planned dig at a coal mine. During their work, they uncover the skeletons of two enormous prehistoric animals. But the team's greatest discovery is something entirely different. One of the scientists comes across a strange bone, an unusually massive vertebra, 5 inches wide, nearly 8 times larger than a human vertebra. The size of this bone suggested that the creature it belonged to was unimaginably huge. Even compared to the giant animals found nearby, which were likely its prey, this predator was something else entirely. Scientists estimated it could have weighed as much as a Volkswagen Golf. They believed the beast to which this vertebra belonged had died millions of years ago. But the question remained, what about the rest of its species? Could such a monster possibly still exist today? At first glance, the coal mine looks just like any other. But more than 60 million years ago, this land was alive with incredible diversity. The coal here is formed from the fossilized plants and trees of the Earth's earliest tropical forests. This remarkable site was discovered during explorations in northern Colombia. You might wonder, don't bulldozers and heavy mining equipment risk destroying important fossils? Surprisingly, it's the opposite. Fossils are often hidden beneath coal seams, and mining exposes vast areas of rock and sediment. This allows paleontologists to discover things that would otherwise remain buried. In fact, miners and scientists now work hand in hand, making it possible to study the flora and fauna of the Paleocene era. And what they found was astonishing. The creatures of that age resembled today's tropical animals, but were much larger. For example, the turtle Carbonomys caffrinii reached the size of a smart car, its shell over 1.5 meters long. Then there was Anthracosuchus balrogus a crocodile stretching nearly 5 meters, not unlike the size of a Porsche. But none of these discoveries shocked scientists as much as what Carlos Jaramillo uncovered, the vertebra of a colossal snake. One vertebra led to another, and then another, until a nearly complete skeleton emerged. The animal had an estimated 250 vertebrae, forming the body of the largest snake ever known, Titanoboa star. This snake was beyond titanic. It stretched nearly 13 meters in length, about 1.5 limousines placed end to end. And the fossils of almost 30 Titanoboas confirmed that such size was normal for adults. Some may have grown even larger. Scientists linked its enormous size to the climate of its time. The hotter the environment, the larger the snake. Smaller snakes struggle with overheating, while giants thrive in warmth. Compare that to today's smallest known snake, the Barbados thread snake, which is barely longer than an earthworm at just over 10 centimeters. It lives in the tropics, but constant cool winds from the Atlantic keep snakes in the region tiny. On the other hand, the largest living snake, the green anaconda, can grow up to 6 meters long in South America's warm forests, only half the size of Titanoboa. But climate wasn't just the reason for Titanoboa's size. It was also its downfall. After the great extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs, Earth's climate grew hotter, reaching average global temperatures of 25 degrees Celsius during the Paleocene. This warmth gave rise to lush tropical forests and abundant prey for the Titanoboa. It became the top predator on the planet, capable of swallowing giant turtles and even crocodiles. Yet it was not invincible. Crocodiles could eat its eggs. Mating itself was dangerous. Males fought for the right to breed, and after mating, females sometimes killed and ate their partners. Even in its prime, Titanoboa was rare. When global temperatures began to fall in the early Miocene, Titanoboa could not survive. Cold climates were catastrophic for such a thermophilic reptile. Its prey disappeared or became smaller, and the great snake eventually vanished. But did it really? Legends across cultures suggest otherwise. Ancient texts describe giant serpents, from the biblical Leviathan to the Norse sea serpent Jörmungandr, said to encircle the earth itself. Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism speak of the Naga, enormous snakes believed to dwell in caves, rivers, or underground. In Thailand, visitors to Phu Lanka National Park are shown a massive serpent-shaped rock, said by some to be the fossilized remains of Titanoboa itself. Beyond myths, modern accounts exist. A CIA photograph from 1959 in the Congo supposedly shows a snake nearly 15 meters long. Videos from South America, India, and even Russia depict massive serpents far larger than any known anaconda. In Brazil, one fisherman even claimed to battle such a beast with his bare hands. Could Titanoboa have survived through a unique biological trick? Some scientists speculate it might have entered a state of stasis, hibernating underground during colder ages, much like modern garter snakes. If so, global warming could be reawakening this prehistoric predator right now. In fact, rising temperatures in recent decades mirror the Paleocene heat that allowed Titanoboa to flourish. Reports from India describe collapsing fish populations, mysterious disappearances of deer, and snakes blocking city streets. In Canada's British Columbia, tens of thousands of people vanish each year, many near waterways. Could some of these cases be linked to an ancient predator lying in wait? Titanoboa hunted much like a crocodile, camouflaging itself in murky waters, ambushing prey, striking with immense jaws, and crushing victims with a force greater than a bridge collapsing on your chest. Once constricted, the prey was swallowed whole. Bones dissolved by powerful stomach acid until nothing remained. Science insists Titanoboa is long extinct, but cultures, legends, eyewitnesses, and even modern footage hint that it may still linger, hidden in the shadows of our warming world. So, if you live near water and notice strange tracks in the sand, odd ripples in the river, or something that looks like seaweed moving against the current, beware. You might not be looking at weeds at all. Thanks for watching the timeless forgotten mystery star.